And we're back here today in AR Astra season, and we have a game for you today, ladies and gents. This is a really cool team. I'm quite excited to try this one out. So on the left here we have a +10, +4 Reinhardt with Deathblow 4 and Lull Attack Res, the optimal Reinhardt, if you will. Next to him we have a +10 Tharja with +10 Dragon Flowers, bonus doubler Special Spiral Glimmer with odd Speed Wave and Hardy Bearing, so good luck vantaging. We have a Legendary Azura at +2, because there always is one, with her Fort Def Res 3, and Attack and Defense Tactic with Wings of Mercy. We have a +10, +5 Frederick, who is not a unit you see very often at all. This might actually be the first time I've ever seen a Frederick in AR, so that's really cool. And he's also running a really cool build. He's opted to go for speed investment, so he's plus speed with Swift Sparrow 3, Attack Speed Ruse, Harsh Command Plus, and he's running Distant Guard with Deflect Magic, so pretty interesting set all around. We also have a +10, +10 Sylvia here, with Sudden Panic and Panic Ploy, just in case you thought you wanted to use buffs. Don't, it's a bad idea. And then we finally have a Duma at +1, giving his mythic buff to everybody of Attack +3, running a pretty standard Duma set, Distant Counter, Bolt Fighter, Upheaval with boots. Luckily he's not hitting any buildings, but to be honest I don't think my buildings are going to be the decision maker in this particular match. So, he also, worth of note, has a catapult here at level 6, so if I don't destroy it on the first turn, he's going to destroy my Bolt Tower, which is interesting, but given its placement, it's not exactly like risky to destroy, so there's not really any reason not to destroy it.
Let's head out.
So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, pretty obviously I think. And then on this side, where do I want my Ultima? Maybe I'll just have a heal. Destroying the catapult on the first turn also gives the added benefit of letting me heal up my units with my healing tower, because I think Igren's going to need all the health that she can get, pretty much. Alrighty then, so here's going to be the strat. It's pretty much going to be hit and run. It's been a long time since I think I've done a hit and run kind of strat before, but yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing, I think. With Dragon Effectiveness, my Igren will 100% one-shot the Duma. I have done the calcs, so we should be completely fine to go ahead and one-shot the Duma, as I said. And from there, we're just going to reposition back, because he has actually locked his whole team into kind of a box formation. So they can't really like break out and come and get me. It's pretty easy to just come and whack the Duma, and from here we can have it so only Igren is in range of the Freddy. Now it is worth noting, I think Freddy probably moves first, and at that point he'll probably get danced by Sylvia, so he'll probably like come down and then get danced by Sylvia and hit Igren, which does kind of suck a little bit. But it is worth noting that as well with Tharja and Reinhardt, I don't know who's going to move first. They both have rallies, so it's going to be interesting to see who moves first. But regardless of who does move first, a dance from Azura means they can go from here to 1, 2, 3, and then basically hit this tile. So this tile, and consequently where Naga is as well, is not safe. What I want to do is probably move Est over here. Don't want to break that, because that gives them an avenue to come through and hit me, and then I'll probably just keep Naga here. So cross your fingers. I think Freddy will get danced and hit me, and then the other two... Okay, that's probably even better than I could have hoped for. That's really good. Let's see though. So obviously if I kill Freddy here and then just end turn, Sylvia will come and hit me. But if I do that, Reinhardt would go and dance for her first, and then get danced by Azura, which is a bit of a problemo that we don't really want to deal with. Is a little bit tricky, is it not?
Agreed.
I wonder if Azura does 5 damage to me. To Igren, rather. That would be the question. The Reinhardt is so dangerous. He's really strong. Leaving anyone in his range would be a death sentence, I think. Is it just me, or did Azura move first? Last turn. I think Azura moved first, didn't she? It's worth noting... yeah, I think she did move first, because otherwise Tharja probably would have been danced, right? Since she's in Wings of Mercy range. So I think Azura moved first. And then like Reinhardt and then Tharja. So if we can just make sure we're not like baiting for... if we're not baiting out Sylvia, I think we can just continue what we've been doing with our little hit and run.
With utter certainty.
Alternatively, you're not going to be getting any buffs next turn, I don't think. That's odd. You'll be... no, it's turn 4 for me, so it's turn 4 enemy phase for you, so I don't think she's getting any buffs next turn. Meaning that I think Altina might be able to take a single hit. In saying that though, of course, Azura has Wings of Mercy, so Azura might Wings of Mercy in and then do too much damage to me. And Tharja might kill me on enemy phase. How much attack do you have usually? 58, that's a lot. That is a lot of attack, and then you minus my... no, you don't actually minus my res at all. I'm thinking of other units like the new Julia and stuff that do that. This is a rough position to be in. I do really like the idea of breaking that with Naga and putting Altina here. I don't think Azura is going to do that much damage to me at all. She should continue to be debuffed into next turn. So 39 attack minus what will effectively be 38 res, even with weapon triangle advantage, it's not going to hit that hard. It might just barely do over 5. But then we have to consider Tharja. I mean, the real dangerous part of baiting Tharja is that Reinhardt will rally. That's the actual dangerous part. If Reinhardt rallies and then gets danced, that's a big problemo. Obviously, Altina's not taking that. I do have
my trust.
Deflect magic, technically, but he is hitting so hard that I don't think I would even live the first hit, to be completely honest with you. Especially with lull attack res and all that. And it would be Moonbow as well, so yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea to me. So maybe baiting Tharja is the wrong idea here. Can my Est do anything? She's not really, like, bulky in any way. I probably should have opted for my Micaiah team, now that I think about it. I don't think Est is really useful on this map.
Let's head out.
I can't even just, like... I'm thinking about just sitting here and letting Freddy hit me, but if I do that, again, Reinhardt comes and rallies him. And that's really bad. I honestly think our, like, best play is pretty much to continue to bait.
Stand aside.
Because I'm pretty sure that Azura moves first. I'm pretty sure from last turn the move order was Sylvia, Azura, and then Tharja and Reinhardt. So... I think maybe we just move out of the way and see if we can get something done next turn, maybe. I don't really know where I want to put my Naga and Altina, though.
What is your desire?
Very, very sticky situation we're in here. Very, very close.
With utter certainty.
I'm just thinking about how I want to use them next turn. Might even be wise to have like Naga down here for a smite play, potentially. I think I might do that. I think I might just bunch up.
You have my trust.
Could even repo my dancer out of the way. But I think she's probably more useful where she is. Oh, I'm scared. I don't like this. I think Sylvia, then Azura. Oh, that's not good. Why'd she rally? Who are you rallying for? Why did you rally, Reinhardt? She wasn't... Oh, that's disgusting.
This must be fate.
Wouldn't even kill Tethys if it wasn't for the Moonbow.
The Dark Rider is coming.
That's disgusting. Why did he rally? I swear I guess that's something you learn. I don't know, I thought units only rallied if the unit they were rallying for was going to see combat. But I guess they just rally if they have nothing better to do? I don't know about that. I thought they only rallied if the rally target was going to actually do something. I guess I'm wrong? I haven't seen the AI do that before, I don't think, so that's pretty interesting. But anyway, yeah, that's a loss I'm not willing to take, obviously. I have 4 ladders left, so that's a really cool team. I don't mind losing to something like that. It's really cool. Obviously super competent, very well made. Reinhardt, man. Reinhardt was honestly the clinch. If it wasn't for him, and especially the rally, I probably would have been able to do this. But Reinhardt just shits all over Egren. Egren could pretty much single-handedly take on the rest of the team, but yeah, without an ability to get up close to Reinhardt and deal with him early, this map was really rough. Super well made. Well done to this guy. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we're gonna search for another game. That was, yeah, I don't mind losing to that. It's a really cool team, but hopefully we don't find something as difficult for the next match. So I'll take a quick break right here, and we will be right back. And we're back, and we've found maybe not like a team that's as good as the last one, but there's a few kind of cool things about it. So first of all, we have the Byleth and Death Knight combo, which is very immersion, I suppose. We have a +1 Death Knight here with attack speed solo, Heavy Blade Gale Force, so a Gale Force Death Knight. I've seen some really cool defense build Death Knights. This is unfortunately not one of them. With +1, he just doesn't have enough speed to realistically be doubling things. He needs a lot more investment, and maybe even a skill like attack speed push 4 or Swiss Sparrow 3. But I guess I'll save the critiques till after I've actually won. Then we also have just a standard male Byleth. This is probably his free one, if I had to guess. No IVs, neutral, so pretty much base kit as well, hardy bearing. On this side we have a Thrasier running reciprocal aid, which is unique, I suppose. That's one way of putting it. We also have a Duma here, not hitting anything. I've been getting pretty lucky with Dumas not hitting any of my buildings. We also have a +10 Python, +10 +5 with a really sick build. Fishy Bow, which is Desperation, Fury 4, Lull Speed Def, Even Attack Wave, and Brazen Attack Speed. Super fast, like really fast guy. Almost faster than Egren, not quite, but almost. And then finally we have Iago here running Infantry Pulse, which I guess technically hits Byleth, giving him Instant Ruptured Sky. And it hits Thrasier, giving her 1 turn cooldown Moonbow, which doesn't really change anything at all. So that's kind of cool, I suppose. He's pretty much stacking HP though, otherwise. Blazing Wind, does he come with that? He probably does, because otherwise there's no reason to give it to him. And he's running Sudden Panic, which, I mean, yeah. He has the HP for it, I suppose. Although I think it kind of goes against his tome. Doesn't he already do Panic on every other turn or something like that? Honestly, I can't be bothered to learn how Iago's tome works because I'll probably never see it used. I don't think it's especially good.
Of course.
So, yeah, what are you going to do? Sue me. Probably not going to learn to read anytime soon. So what we're going to do in this map, I actually do want to bring along Est for this one, because I think Est is going to be pretty good at dueling the Death Knight Byleth combo. His catapult is also in a nice spot, but it's low level, so it doesn't really hurt my Bolt Terror at all. His buildings are overall kind of like questionably placed, but I kind of like the fort position. This is almost certainly the real trap, but I have to test it anyway. Like, I have to test both of them. Otherwise, there's just no way to know. We'll go ahead and break these, because why not? We'll go ahead and test the trap on the next turn. And we'll see what we can do from there. I'm guessing the one that I'm about to smite onto is probably the fake one. Yeah, as I thought. Unfortunately, that means I can't really test it right now. I will just have to engage next turn instead. I also can't really, like,
You have my trust.
now that I think about it, I can't really engage on Byleth and Death Knight because I'm pretty sure Death Knight would actually kill Altina now that I think about it. So maybe we'll just move aside and let them come down towards me. See if I can go ahead and do something with them then. My Bolt Terror unfortunately doesn't really do much this map. They're right next to their healing tower. Kind of difficult to snipe. Not impossible, I'd say, but you know, now that I'm looking at it, if this is like a max level grab trap, that could be bad.
Let's head out.
Okay, it's not. That's good. Actually, it seems to have been a very low level grab trap now that we're looking at it. So next turn, we will go ahead and engage on the Iago. And for now, we're just going to, I don't know, hide Est and Co in this corner, getting ready for it. This map should not take long to complete once I actually initiate, so I'm not worried about spending 4 turns doing what is essentially nothing. Since we should be able to just kill Iago now, and then the Python and the Thrasier should just come and die to me, pretty much. Looks like I actually just barely one-rounded him. He had so much HP that it was exact damage, so that's really cool. We'll leave the drive attack in range, I suppose, as well as a smite, I guess. Maybe we leave Naga here. I don't know. Nah, we'll leave Naga here. As for these two, it might be a little annoying. I'm kind of hoping that they move in a way that makes it easy to snipe one and not get hit by the other, but I guess we'll see. So Thrasier will come first and do a good bit of damage. But I have much higher defense than I do res, so I'm not really scared about the Python, even though he is really cool. Yeah, 3 damage. Awesome build, but unfortunately, in the way of a Gren, everything will fall, except I guess Reinhardt. Okay, that's pretty much perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now we can easily just go ahead and oh, that's right. His weapon blocks. Ah, right. Yeah, you can't double him if you got buffs. Forgot about that. That's actually pretty cool. Not super concerning though, because I can kind of just stand here, or alternatively I could even just Now, you know what? I think we'll just go ahead and whack him once with Est, and then I think we can even just put Naga in range. He has how much attack? That's functionally... His weapon won't be active because I won't have any buffs. So... How much attack is that? 50, 63? Oh yeah, Naga will live, for sure. Do I have... No, I don't have fort advantage. I thought my Naga was looking a bit tanky for some reason, but I don't think that is actually the case. So yeah, Naga can go ahead and... Okay, well it looks like I do have buffs now, but I don't think it's really going to matter. It's only going to take 1 hit to kill him, and that gives him, what, an extra 4 attack, so... I'm pretty confident I'll live, especially with ally support. On this side, we probably just want... Yeah, we want Duma to start moving down towards us.
Agreed.
I could do this if I was cheeky, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we just let Duma move down towards us, no boots. If Naga dies because of that buff, I will actually be quite sad. Okay, good. Pretty sure the extra 4 attack wasn't going to be the difference maker there, but... And he wouldn't even get off Gale Force, even if he lived, so we're all good. Naga does have a lot of attack after all. And now both the remaining enemy units are in the perfect position to painfully and quickly die. We can go ahead and shoot Duma twice. This is not the distant counter variant of Duma. If it was distant counter, this would actually be a bad position because he does have quick riposte. So if he did have DC or even lightning breath, maybe this would have been a bit scary, but unfortunately for this guy, he did not choose to invest in his Duma that much. So that's why you will die here. And then, of course, I mean, Est is just, look at that damage. She's, how much attack does she actually effectively have right now? +5, plus 9 effectively, so 81 effective attack right now. That's, yeah, nice. Just the way you put it, Est, that's very nice. Crazy unit. Absolutely crazy unit. But that is going to be map 2 complete, so we actually did get to use the ladder this week. Sometimes I just don't use any ladders at all, and sometimes I use them all by day 4. But considering that it is day 4, I think the worst is probably behind us. We're probably, or hopefully, on smooth sailing from here on out. Defense-wise, I don't remember when is the last time you guys saw these. So I guess I'll just go through them all. We haven't lost any lift so far. This was not a fishing match. but instead was just kind of a lucky person who hit me after this guy already hit me. Although in saying that, even if I wasn't immune when this guy hit me, I wouldn't have lost any lift anyway, because he lost 2 units and I have 2 mythics, so I would have lost 0 lift regardless. But yeah, that means we are technically on a perfect streak this week, if you ignore matches where I had to ladder like the last one, and if you ignore the fact that this guy technically did beat me, but mythics are kind of broken and also lift loss control. So yeah, technically a perfect week, but not that I really care about perfect weeks, but you know, it's kind of nice. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. I'm catching myself rambling at the end of these videos way too often. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next game. Until then.